welcome back to another video, and I hope you are having a great day. Today we have an amplifier, which is somewhat boring, but this one is a bit different.
Your sugar-coated doll is not so pure, my body.
It does the basic functions like to amplify the signal to some passive speakers, but besides that it does some interesting things. We can use Spotify, for example, we can use internet radio and a lot more services. And one of the things that caught my attention is that I don't have to have my phone near the device. Actually, I don't need my phone at all after the configuration. So I just need to configure, and then later on when I'm using it, I just need the remote control. I can play my playlists, internet radio channels and whatever without the phone, and I will show you in just a few moments how we can do that. It has 30 watts of power in each channel, so a lot, much more than these speakers can handle, and it's the ideal for a small desk setup that I can connect to my computer and a lot more devices, which it has a lot of connectivity. And besides that, if I want, I can put it on a small cinema setup and it will work just fine. Now, talking about cinema setup and computers, if you are watching this on your Windows 10 or Windows 11 computer, don't forget to check out Keys Fan, where we can find budget official OEM keys at an affordable price, and with the coupon code that we can see on screen and down below on the video description, you will get even a better discount. So just in case you want to check that out, link down below, just next to the Arylic A30 Plus. Just so that you have an idea on how easy it is to use it, we just need to install an app on our phone, which is called Stream, and then we can add several devices that we want. In this particular case, we are just adding the Arylic A30 Plus, but we can have one in our bedroom, one on the living room, and so on and so forth. And there are several models, so link down below for the Arylic website. And then on the app, we have one of the most, in my opinion, interesting options, which is the browse, where we have the several services like Spotify, Amazon Music, Napster, internet radio, and so on. Now, two of the things that I use on my daily basis is Spotify and internet radio. So we are going to take a look on how those two fit in the amplifier, and then all the other apps will work more or less the same. So for example, Spotify, if I'm listening to a music, or if I'm listening to a playlist, to be more precise, we just need then to open the Stream while we are listening, and we will choose that playlist as a preset, and we just need to choose which button we want to apply that presets. Now we have 10 presets available, but there is a limitation that I did find no solution so far. The remote control has 6 buttons for the presets, which are these right over here, and I cannot find a way to browse through the 10 presets using just the remote. So at this moment I'm only using 6 presets. Probably we can only use the 7, 8, 9 and 10 using the app, which is not what I want. I want to use everything on the remote control, but this is the way that it's working. I just need to select the playlist, and after that we just need to arrange it, and that is it. The same I can do with the internet radio channels. If I want to add one channel to my preset list, I just need to select it and press the number of the button that I want, and that is it. So after this configuration, and I did select only 6 because I've got 6 buttons right over here, I can turn off the phone, I can leave the house, and any user will be able to select the playlist that we have preset right over here, playlist number 1 for example, and it will start playing. If I have an internet radio that I want, it will start playing without the phone being near to the device. And this is the feature that I did love the most, because although we have the phone to configure, we don't need it once it's configured. Now, besides the option to browse around the playlists, we also have a lot of buttons here on the remote control. We can up and down volume, and if we are on a Spotify playlist, we can fast forward, we can rewind, and the next music, previous music, and so on and so forth. So those basic options, which is just great. So this is the reason that I do find interesting. I don't need the phone near the device to keep on working. Now, we have talked about the connectivity of Spotify and internet radio, but the truth is that we can connect a lot more devices. Now, inside the app, we also have a few more options. We can select the tab that shows the several amplifiers that we have on our home. At this moment, I only have the Arylic A30 Plus. It also has the search function to find an artist, a radio album, and so on and so forth, which makes things easier if you are searching for something. And then we also have the options, but the options just show the current firmware version and also the feedback. Now, in terms of connectivity, besides everything that we can do with the apps that we have seen, we also have here at the back 2 SMA connections for the antennas with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connection. One of the advantages that having SMA, I can remove these antennas and I can put some stronger antennas if I need to, or if I want, I can connect directly via Ethernet cable right over here. We also have a reset button, USB to connect the USB drive with songs and music and so on and so forth. We also have a micro USB, auxiliary in, the speakers output, and DC in. So with all these connections, I can, for example, feed in via auxiliary in 3.5 millimeters from my computer, and I will have the sound here. I can also connect via Bluetooth to any device. I can put in a USB drive with 1000 and something songs, which is the limitation, and can then browse with the remote control. So we have a lot of options to connect to the amplifier besides the smart part with the apps that we have seen. And finally, inside the package, so that we can see the unboxing experience really quickly, we will find some accessories such as the RCA cable, a power adapter, a speaker terminal, the Phillips key, which will allow us to unscrew the terminal, put in the wires that come from the speakers, and then put it back. We have the remote control that we have seen, a manual, and the Arylic A30 Plus, which I should say that it's very well constructed, all made of brushed aluminum. Looks really awesome. And besides the connectivity that we have seen on the front, we will have this LED, which I do believe that we could have more things right over here. I don't know, something written here, I don't know, but I do feel that it's a lot of space, a clock or something like that. The LED just indicates if it's blinking, it's connecting to the network. At this moment, it is connected via Wi-Fi, and that is it. It is a different solution. It's an amplifier, but it's not as boring as a usual or normal amplifier. It does a lot more besides giving us the basic features of amplifying speakers such as these right over here, or more powerful speakers. That being said, hope that you enjoyed the video and hope that you enjoyed to know a little bit better about the Arylic A30 Plus. And if that was the case, don't forget the usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.